So the way AI is reshaping how it's actually being seen and how we're using things to be able to start scaling our business is it is revealing whether or not we're system ready. And that sentence, not the one that's highlighted in bold, but the second sentence, AI isn't replacing small business, it's revealing who's system ready. That is so truthful. When I walk in and talk to a business, so I work with a lot of businesses on starting utilizing AI, but smartly. So they're not doing a lot of expenses or piloting things, which you hear, all these pilots are taking a tremendous, try to say that fast, tremendous amount of resources, but they're not returning anything. You hear a lot of that because people are going after the shiny objects and they don't have the systems to support it or to be able to measure whether or not they're effective. It is the saddest thing when I see a business that is still floundering and trying to figure out how to communicate from one department to another. Everything's siloed. I was working with a business that actually started an AI council, so a group that was helping them within their group, their internal business. They had 37 team members, and they were actually trying to start utilizing AI, but they still didn't even know who did the final proof on content that was being put out on socials. So one group thought they were doing, one department thought they were doing it. So because of that, it's difficult for AI to do anything because it's not a universal band-aid. You have to have the systems in place. We may be AI powered, but we are human led and human. Really, there's always a human in the loop. So we've got that human center that we have to be able to teach AI. If you think of AI like an assistant, now it's powerful because you would not just unleash an untrained assistant on all of your clients and your proprietary information. So it can leverage the load, but not, it gives you that leverage because it can help you be consistent. It can help you do those things that are routine and mundane. And this is the non-sexy part, everyone. And this is the part not everybody wants to talk about when I'm talking about AI because they're looking for, oh, I want to do this. I want to measure this. I want it to do all of these things. I'm looking for this system and code, things that they have never done. So they have no baseline to be able to measure that. It helps with making sure that you are not guessing. So part of what we're going to be talking today, and when I go out to live demo, is we're actually going to talk about some things that you can ask your AI to get started and prepared for 2026 if you're interested in scaling and growing as you launch into Q1. So understand those human elements are not going to go away. Any HR person will tell you human resources, your actual accounting lines, it's the most expensive item that you'll have is human resources. So because people are wanting to learn and work, the system is the gap. It's not the people. So we look a lot of times, just like I said, that they're the big expense, but there's no system. There's disconnected tools. It doesn't help if you buy 23 AI agents to do different things and your team of 5 have no idea what each other's doing or who's leading that or who even has access. And then if there's no documented workflows, trying to understand what somebody needs and wants. If there's no clear documentation, they might be telling you when they're totally distracted, right? Because we are all inundated with 12,400 plus messages a day. So we're trying to complete a sentence and we can't even do that as we're training somebody. So if you think of AI as an assistant, in fact, a lot of times when people come to me and they say, especially people who've never worked with AI and said, Maria, I don't even know what to ask AI. I don't even know how to talk to AI. I explain, talk like you're talking to a consultant or an assistant. So you're going to speak like you're speaking to a person. And I said, and she asked, well, I'm not sure what to ask. I said, so ask AI. Listen, if you were consulting me on growing my business, what questions should I ask you that would help me become clear on understanding where the gaps are and what the steps are that I need to take for 2026 to be effective, right?